Hey everybody, we're on day 2 of what we were talking about starting a business after graduating from high school. So this is all to all of my young people out here. So if you are not a young person, share it with a young person. But anyway, it can be for anybody, but I want to highlight and talk about ideas for the young folks for summer before they go to school if they're deciding to go to school. So thank you so much for those that will be sharing. And I have a few screens showing, and I'm doing this live on multiple platforms because I want everybody to get this info here. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, if I'm talking to Instagram, if I'm talking to somebody else, so y'all just kind of, let me get this right here. So, y'all just kind of bear with me. So, let me clean this screen here and making sure. Making sure y'all over here can see me. Oh, that's much clearer. All right, now let me go ahead and get started here. Now, this is part one. I mean, part two. Part one, I've already given that. So if you want to see that video, it's probably above this one or somewhere in the same vicinity as the other one. Let's go ahead and begin the second portion. Now, we talked about a few the other day, and I gave you what to do if you are going to start those businesses. So now, let's go ahead and get started. Number two, no. The second part, this is part two, but one of the first things is to start. I mentioned we didn't talk about lawn care service. Yeah, a lawn care service. A lawn care service will be a good business, and you can estimate your annual profits for 15 to 40,000. Now you can make more than this in a lawn care business, but this is for young high school students or graduation or whatever that you get out here into the real world, into the marketplace, and you want to do this kind of part time. So don't think that this is the max, the numbers that I'm giving you. This is just a baseline for you. But you still will have some extra money. Like I mentioned to your parents, you don't have to worry about them being in your pocket because these are some ideas that they can make money. And a lot of folks, older people or folks that establish a certain income, household income, they will give they will give these young people an opportunity. So they just got to get out here and get it and make sure that they are appropriately prepared for it. So I think somewhere in this video I have a link. So if you want to go and get some of the free resources to help you begin to get started learning how to set up a business legitly, it's in the link. So you can go ahead and get that information and use it to your advantage. Okay. Alrighty. Now with the land care service, you are basically, some you will have to invest in a lawnmower, trimmer, a blower, whatever. And then also you want to make sure that you check and see about what are some of the basic insurance and licenses. Always do that. Don't ever try to start a business without getting some basic general liability insurance because it's going to be so important. So what if you cutting the grass and you mess around and a rock breaks someone's window on their home? Then the homeowner, if you don't have your stuff legit, young people, this can go for anybody though, but if you don't have your business set up legitly, they can sue you. So you don't want that headache, and you don't want that. You want to be proactive, not reactive. You want to make it all easy flowing. And then also, you're going to need some word of mouth, some flyers. Maybe let's say you go in a neighborhood and you cut some neighbor's yard, then they may want to tell their neighbor about it, and maybe they can't give them all the information, but I already have something to give them so where they can share that with someone else. They can share a flyer with someone else. They can share anything. Okay, and then also, do it professional. Do it a little different than the average person just going around knocking on doors. Get you a little appointment book together. You may want to put their name, ask them for their name and number, say, hey, I cut your grass, can give me your name and number, so next time I can always check and see, do you need it done again, anything like that. Just set yourself apart, and then maybe have you some company shirts or something. Get you some t-shirts made with your company information on it. And then also, this thing can be a year-round situation, though. But we're talking about like right now because it's the summer months and everybody it's been raining so much, so grass has been really, really growing. So that's a plus. So a lot of folks, I believe that you can make Some people can make within like 1,000 a week or something. Young folk, what you doing all day anyway before you go to college? What are you doing? You're not doing anything. You're probably sitting around watching TV and doing all this other stuff, you know. But there's some more things that leads you if you don't want to get out here in the sun and do it or whatever. There's some other things that you can do. And then sometimes you can do this kind of thing half the day. You don't have to do it all day long. You can do a couple of yards. Like I said, get your parents to invest in you some. If you don't have, you don't have an account, get your business all set up. Get your Home Depot account, Lowe's account. If you don't, I'm sure your parents may invest in you. If they see you doing something, they just may long-term invest. They may just invest in you with this one, okay? And then if they have a house, and keep their yard looking good too. So where they can be a walking billboard, or they can be a model for your service as well. So there's some creative things I think that you can do. So now, alrighty, next business I want to talk about is going to be being a personal trainer. Let's talk about that. Okay, young folks, y'all are very energetic. You got a lot of energy. You probably know a thing or two. But there are some way you can that's kind of like go and get certified. And I'm not saying you just jump out here and start doing that. No, I'm not saying that. But there are some ways that you can become a personal trainer, get certified, find out you can teach them, because you're so much more energetic, you can be a personal trainer. Or a lot of you guys, y'all love to lift weights, y'all love to compete with each other on all sorts of levels. And I think if you were in sports and you're just not doing it for the summer, or you wasn't doing it long term, you just say, hey, you played sports and you're not going to summer camp or anything like that, I think this would be a good idea to just start you a personal trainer business and come up with, maybe ways to eat or the right food to eat. Do your research on this, making sure that you can come up with ways to increase your income. Maybe you can go to the client's home, maybe you can go to a park, maybe you can have a group of people to meet you out to the park, maybe early, but 2 or 3 days, and y'all do, maybe of some good exercises or something that you can do to grow a business like that. Market your business through word of mouth, through flyers, and through social media. Whatever you have to do, get out there and videotape your activities. And people love to see people doing stuff, so go and then that can grow your business as well. Now, the estimated income you can make with this, maybe about $10,000 to $40,000 for a whole year. It all depends on how aggressive you are with this kind of business, because everybody now want to stay in shape, everybody now want to look their best. Although we're not cooped up in the house, it's not winter months or whatever, but sometimes people are not motivated on their own. So maybe if you can get a group together and motivate them, maybe that will help them as well. Because y'all always out here playing sports. You're playing, being playing your community, to your local gym, you're playing basketball and you're playing little sports and things like that, just recreational. So why not do something to make you some cash? Okay. Now, also, next thing is, a lot of you guys, everybody, you're good with technology. Now, you can make from $10,000 to $50,000 a year. Now, maybe you don't have a good camera, or maybe you do. You can take your iPad, or a lot of you have these iPhones. They take good quality pictures. Just keep the lens clean. That's what you need to do. Hey, yeah. Hey, over here. Yeah. So anyway, you making sure that you can do that. Now, also developing your online presence, taking snapshots and taking photos. A lot of you young people, you can team up with someone that maybe do makeup real good, that can do, cosmetologist, or someone can do hair, and get you, get your model together and just take some pictures so where you can put them out there. You can take pictures in nature. A lot of people are out doing sports events and things like that. Just think about it. Family reunions are coming up. All kind of things are coming up. Maybe you can be the photographer for the family. Maybe you can be the photographer to take in all of the events and stuff, just professionally. And then maybe you can kind of like get someone on Fiverr. I'm just giving you some ideas here now. Maybe get someone on Fiverr and let them kind of like create a video for the family, create maybe a certain little scrapbook form or create something that is lasting, and then you can make it something digital for the whole entire family, because they probably don't have time to do all of that because they're trying to prepare for the event and they're trying to enjoy their families, things like that. But a photography service, it won't be a bad idea. You just got to learn these things, and then offer, like I said, offer different things. You can even put these pictures on mugs, or mock them up and put them on a mug, put them on something that the family can have lasting, and see, then that can be a different service that you can sell them all with your photography services. Okay, there's so much you can do with this kind of stuff. Ooh, I love it. So much you can do. Now, being a virtual assistant, I know a lot of you saying, you don't want to deal with this, you don't want to fool with this, but I believe that a virtual assistant can make from ten to $30,000 a year. Now we're in the era now after 2020, after everything, the pandemic, all this other stuff happened. You know what's going on now? A lot of folks just don't really want to work. They don't want to do paperwork. They don't want to do it. Any kind of you know odds and end jobs. They don't want to. They just don't want to. They don't want to do it. And then you can be that person that you can be that person that can do that. You can be that person that can make it happen for them. Administrative tasks, come in and just have it. You can set up your own business as this, and then you can let the people know. You can let somebody know what you can do and what you can't do, or what you are willing to do and what you're not willing to do. So this can be you can have it your way. You can do it the way you want to do it. You don't have to tell them what services you can offer them. That's what you can do. So now, also, along with this virtual assistance, then you can create you can go to your freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, Fiverr. Don't forget the other R. It's two R's on the end. And you can go there and set your profile up there, and then people can reach out to you for whatever kind of task or whatever kind of little things that you need. And then there's another one called there's a task app that you can, in your local community, that you can do different tasks and stuff like that. Let me see what's the name of that. Let me see. What is let me see. It's a task app. Let's see here. What do they call it? It's I can't. Um, I can't think it's too. It's a task. I can't remember the name of, but it's anyway. It's an app that you can get yourself on there. You can align yourself on there, and you can do tasks for companies, or I mean anybody that needs you to do a task for them. Sometimes you got to be very careful with that, especially a lot of this stuff is online. You got to be very careful with that. So, but anyway, it's an option. So anyway, and then also you can market with your virtual assistant. You can market to small businesses. You can market to entrepreneurs, and you can market to busy professionals. And like I said, they would always sometimes may need, just make sure that you have your business set yourself up as a business, so that way when you come into them, then they'll say, okay, well, they can give their project to this particular person, because they don't want to hire you as an employee. And if they are doing business with you, that's a tax write-off for them. So remember this: when you have in your business structure correctly, then other businesses can write their particular, any kind of money they pay you, they can write it off as maybe not the whole thing, but they can write a portion off on their taxes. That's why it's so important to have your business structure correctly. If you're going to get out here and do business with other businesses, B2B, or either consumer, especially B2B, right, they can write it off. So you have yourself structured so way they can legally write it off. So okay, they can't legally write it off if you're doing a task for them and you're not structured as a business. They will have to put you either on payroll, or either, I guess, doing a subcontracting job. But a lot of times it's a certain dollar amount. If they paying you over $600, then okay, you get then that's when you got to do your 1099, and then so much of the other legal stuff coming into play. And so, but anyway, you make sure that you can set yourself up so you ain't got to go through all of that other stuff. So just do it that way. Now, one more thing, another business that we are going to talk about is going to be maybe tech support. Maybe you have you have organizations out here, you have maybe older people out here, you have older groups. They have, like, all these little different clubs and women clubs and organizations, and even some churches might need some of your services, because a lot of you young folks are very good with technology, and and some of you may know a little bit about computer repairing, cleaning up, maybe repairing and things like that, just to do something. This is something that you probably can do outside of your, when you get, before you even go to school, and then once you get to college or something like this. But this can be something as another, is an opportunity for you if you're fresh out of high school. Even if you're going to school, I'm not saying that you just don't need to go to college. I'm not saying that. Even if you're going to school, any of these things I'm mentioning to you can benefit you, especially if a lot of you are staying home locally. You can do this as a, another ways of continuous revenue coming into your sphere. Okay, now this is a good one right here, because everybody need to keep their car clean. Everybody need this, a mobile detail. Maybe you can connect with a business and just have a motel. You can have a virtual, a mobile car wash, or you can just have a centralized location set up, and then that way you would maybe you could be trusted. I'm not sure whether someone would trust you with their car to just, to maybe drive their car to your location. You got to have to build your reputation up for that. But I do remember years and years ago, and I was an office manager at this foster care agency, and I remember the guy would come there, and he would come to our place of business and wash our cars, and he had a mobile detail business, and he did extremely well. So this would be something good. This estimated you can make from about $12,000 to $35,000 a year, so in in doing that. So it kind of, like, it all depends on how aggressive you are and how you're going to push yourself out there. Want to make sure that you get any kind of permits or anything you need. If you need some permits, if you need insurance, you need to know all of this stuff. And by the way, any of this stuff I'm mentioning to you, I can help you get it up and running and up and going, and get you all set up, structured correctly, and get your business to a good start, and then a profitable business. So that's what I do, and that's why I'm giving you some of these ideas, so where you can kind of think about making some money for the summer. Okay. All right. And then you can always offer different packages, like a full detail, like interior cleaning, just like an added on service, like or either just like a basic wash, whatever it is you feel like they need. And then also, I'm not sure what the county, they maybe they already, I'm sure they already have somebody that is contracting their services out. But like places that have vehicles and companies, you can even maybe do a contract with a B2B company. Just kind of research and find out who they are, and then get out there and knock on them doors and just ask them, and then they'll tell you what needs to be done, how they want you, how they want to do business with you. Maybe it's a certain form you need to fill out, and maybe you just need to do your 1099 or whatever, and they need to see your license, and they need to see you have some basic insurance or whatever. But a lot of times you don't need permits for this unless you're going to be in a physical location. You definitely will need a permit and things like that. And so, that's another one. Don't forget about that. Even if it rain, just it definitely, everybody need to keep them cars clean. And even car dealerships, y'all may be able to go to some car dealerships, some used car dealerships. They may need somebody to clean cars that they've just gotten in on a load, or whatever the case may be. you know I don't know. And then people that just buy new cars, just kind of like let the companies know, like a car, anybody come in and purchase your car from you, tell them, hey, we do a detail company. Go around to car dealerships, and then, talk to the salesman, let them know. I'm just giving you some creative ways to, build your business. So this is what I do. I just give I charge for this kind of stuff here, but I want to let you know, because I want to help you get your juices flowing here, so where you can do some great things after high school and make some money. Okay. Now, a lot of this here, this is a little bit more detailed of how to get it started and what to do with this particular business, what I'm about to mention now, drop shipping, drop shipping, drop shipping. You can make from $5,000 to $50,000 a year, just drop shipping. And you got to learn how you got to come up with your platforms for your online stores. You got to come up with your strategies. You got to definitely come up with ways to drive traffic. And you definitely got to be very consistent and dedicated to this one here. Drop shipping. It can be anything. You just got to research on what you want to drop ship and connecting with the companies. This is a drop shipping. You don't have to touch any inventory. You basically, but you really want to, when you start out, you really want to know what's your own product. You really want to know what your own product is. What's the experience of your own product? You don't want to get out here and just trying to drop ship stuff and it's no good and people start charging back and things like that. So the information that I've always learned about drop shipping is you definitely want to know what's going on with your own supply. Whatever you're out there trying to sell, although you're drop shipping, you need to have that experience with it yourself. Okay. And then also you can kind of like you can scale any business, but you can scale this one definitely. And having it having it go beyond and above just the basic. So you can really expand this one here. Now another thing is handy services, handyman services. A lot of you young people, do you know how to do a little something? Do you know how to repair a little? Some of you may be crafty with your hands. Do some repair services, and or either just some things around the house of other people. Maybe there's a you can even start a moving. This is a good thing too. Maybe someone, you guys are stronger. Let's talking to young men right now, and females too. You can do this as well. But maybe you want to maybe you want to help someone to do deliveries, to lift up the heavy furniture, or whatever it is. Maybe you want to do some assemblies of something. Maybe you know how to put, like, somebody may purchase something from a company or one of the stores, Best Buy, all these other stores that have like things. Go to Lowe's, Home Depot, anywhere that you can put things together for someone. Maybe you can do that, and then you can be like an on call basis, or if you have time and you can decide on whether you want to take the job or not. That's a good way too to make you some money. You can make from $15,000 to $50,000 a year just doing that. So you got to let people know you out here, and then also you get if you got your business set up correctly and structured correctly, get you some general liability in case something, if you're doing something, assembling something for someone and it get damaged or something like that. You just want to protect yourself, and whatever kind of handy services that you can do, you still want to have that little layer of protection there. It wouldn't cost you much, and then basically the cost of doing your expenses would be, you'll be able to pay for your expenses because you'll be out there making the money to do that. And so you can just put that, pay for have your business, your normal business expenses, and go on about your way and go on about your day and make your money. So anyway, just an idea. Just an idea. Now the next one I think is going to help. This is something that you can do before you go to college or whenever you want to do it. Young people just getting out of high school, being a social media influencer, and you can make from $5,000 to $100,000. I mean, whatever your niche is, whatever your passion is, there's more than likely a need for it. You're good with computers. You guys are good with creativity, fashion, travel, fitness, whatever you want to do. And like I said earlier, I mentioned to you about fitness. You can make your channel and showing and giving nothing but tips on that. A lot of you young folks, whatever you love to do, kind of like see if you can add that service, especially being a social media influencer and getting out here, creating your social media page or talking about it, educating people on it. I mentioned the other day about the YouTube channel, making, just getting that out there. And then also, if you don't know how to do all the backhand technology stuff, or you really feel like your creativity, it will stunt your creativity if you just put so much emphasis on doing the whole spectrum. Then hire somebody out, or hire somebody for a few hours, or contract somebody out to do some of those things or those tasks that is going to just stop you from being creative. Okay, like Fiverr and Upwork, or either just team up with somebody else and then just get all y'all do is team up with somebody else, and then all the thing y'all do is build on these, just work together as a team. Do that, you know and also build an engaged audience and build up your loyal following, because everybody has some something. There's a niche that everybody just like to consume, something that everybody like to consume. So you just got to find out what it is, and you got to find out who um who like what you have to offer. Now, this one right here is going to be a good one too, and I'm gonna. This will probably. I think I'll do a couple more. This probably be my last one. I want a couple more. I'll do. Okay, you can custom T-shirt printing, make about from $8,000 to $30,000 a year just doing that, and then maybe you want to invest in a heat pressing machine. I know they used to sell these kiosks all the time in the malls or whatever, but now you don't really have to do that with social media and all these other things going on. You can kind of use your room, or let your parents, hey, if your parents have a garage, and if you're still at home, let your parents, hey, get out there and get in the garage and just have your own area. And then also you can create so many unique designs. Just see whatever niche that you want to be in. Just you can use Chat GPT, you can use Mid Journey. There's so many softwares out here that you can use to come up with different strategies and ways to just build on your custom t-shirt business. Okay, and then you can offer bulk orders. You can offer them to business and organizations. You just get around and just knock on doors and find out who's who. Continuously updating, finding out the trends and finding out what's going on, what colors most people like to wear, any kind of events coming up. You can be the ones that can distribute the t-shirts for them. And also, if you really want to make this something that's going to be a little lasting, you can come up with a trademark, trademark some of this, trademark a certain name, and then just constantly, sell that way. So that is nothing wrong with that. Now, the subscription box service, this is like $10,000 to $50,000 a year. In the niche, it can be beauty products, it can be snacks, it can be books, it can be food, it can be anything that maybe you think that's out here and people will buy. There's so many opportunities. Jewelry, I think, this handcraft stuff, it can be anything. Just make sure that we're talking about how to start a business after high school and for young people. So if you're just coming in, that's what we're talking about. So making sure that you got your niche down, finding out who's going to be your suppliers. There's all kind of research you can do with all of this information. So if any of this you need my help with, we can work it out and take it step by step, one day at a time. Okay. Now, this is talking about the subscription box services, and then finding out, creating, just being creative with your unboxing experience and your unboxing opportunities out here. And then also just come up with creative ways of having different offers and make it appealing to your customers, and you'll be fine. Now, also, mm, printing service. I think printing service was kind of like a 3D printing service. That is kind of popular too. So you definitely, 3D printing service, you can make from $10,000 to $40,000 a year doing that. And then then invest in your a 3D printer and the materials, and learn how to do the 3D design, and get your skills set up in that area, and you will be fine. Now I'm gonna let this one be the last one, and this one right here is affiliate marketing. The sky is There is no limit with this one. The sky is past the limit with this one right here, affiliate marketing. So you can start out making from $550,000 a year, but choosing a niche, um, what you're going to do your affiliate marketing with. You can use your affiliate marketing. You can create a blog to do most of your affiliate marketing. Join affiliate programs out here. Amazon has one. Share Sale has one. There's a lot more out here. And then, oh boy. Mm. And then also, any kind of affiliate, you can even take the affiliate marketing niche a step above, and you can create guides. how-to guides about the whatever the product is, and then you can, help, and you can expand and make money in that way. Drive traffic to your site, learning how to drive traffic, learning more about your email marketing, because you're going to constantly be presenting different little the opportunities to the especially your list that you already have, and as you grow, because people that is probably going to be a part of any affiliate marketing that you have, you are going to build on and build on and build on with that, and making sure that you got your marketing strategies down to the T, knowing what you need to do with that. Okay. Now, that is going to be all that we're going to do. I think those are good. Those will probably, those are enough that I feel like will help you. But anyway, also, the next time that you are But the next time that you are kind of undecided on what you need to do, is just get out here and research and figure out some things that you may want to do, young people, after you graduated from high school, before you go to college. And if you're staying locally, some of these things that I mentioned up above, they are very, very achievable. They're opportunities of a lifetime. So who knows what you may want to do. But anyway, get out here and make some money this summer. Get out here and make some money for a lifetime. Do not leave entrepreneurship off the table for whatever you're doing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Continue to be great out here in this world. And I'll see you in the next video. So anyway, you need my services. I'm Biz Strategist Sandy. Any of this information I mentioned to you, any of it I mentioned to you, I can help you get it up and running, and just let me know how we want to work together. If you want to do a one-on-one session with me, you can click the link and go down to my tree, and you'll see where my one-on-one sessions are. Make your appointment and we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, Cap. All righty. I'll see y'all in the next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.